Hello everyone, welcome back to Trader Trash, Trader Trash Heads, Mr. Psychopathical, whatever you call it, liar, how many lies can one person tell in one lifetime? And yeah, I'm not spiritual because I talk about him in a bad way. Okay, let's just get to his weekly reading. We're going from October 21st to 27th. I don't have anything else to say yet. Okay, let me swap out cameras. I'll be right back. Okay, so I decided to use the Kipper again to check into Trump's. There's so much. There's way too many October surprises, and we're not even done. So if I were to talk about each one of those, I'd be sitting here shuffling for 20 minutes. But instead, we can leave those questions, a lot of them, to my live stream with Lori tomorrow at noon, Saturday, noon Pacific, and adjust according to your time zone. But what I really want to focus in on is Trump's legal issues and his health. And of course, this is for October 21st through the 27th, just to put those dates into the cards. How will this week go for you? Donald John Trump. How are you doing physically, mentally, legally? Okay. Well, no matter how he's doing, he's going to act like he's fine. This is also my card for hidden enemies. Something new coming out about that. Yeah, okay, so he's at the top of the reading. Things are sneaking up behind him. He is actually feeling helpless. He is. He's feeling helpless and hopeless. He thinks he's in control. Well, he's hiding somebody that he does have some control over, I think. Okay, that's just on one level. Let's keep going. Let me just get the cards laid out, because whatever cards are around each card, and I can choose to focus in on one card, and the rest of the cards surrounding it will tell me more, which is why with these systems, with the Lenormand or the Kipper, we draw so many cards. They're nothing like the tarot. So anybody complaining about too many cards, there's a method to my madness here. Okay. And we can get multiple messages out of one little reading. Ooh, if I were to keep going, look at that. I think I'll just leave that there because, Okay, so the false person is our card for hidden enemies, but also liars, cheaters, abusers, all the dark stuff. And there's something about quid pro quo situations or campaign finances. I would say it's more likely, though. Oh, I know what this is. He's going to be experiencing, well, on one level, it would be experiencing some repercussions because of an article that came out about, it's just newly out, about him overcharging his Secret Service agents for staying at Mar-a-Lago. I almost said Mar-a-Lardo, but Mar-a-Lago. Somewhere's in the range of 300 to 450% more than other guests. Okay? We've known about that for a long time, but now There's a house, not, there's not a house, it's the House, Democrats, who are bringing that forward. House, speaking about money that he has taken, and then also this is him feeling like an infant a lot of times. I think he just wants to crawl in bed and wishes somebody would hold him. No one will. Melania will make her appearances here and there, but that's it. And she is paid for that. So that's interesting there. The cards at night to him are what he's looking forward to: more poverty consciousness, more poverty within Trump International Hotel Resorts. Remember, he has the monitor and an assistant that have domain over the monies that are taken in and bills that are paid. So, yeah. So anyway, Trump rallies. He doesn't pay for protection. That's why he can't go all the places Kamala can. He still owes for all the rallies, or not all, but many of the rallies that he did in 2020 and lost. So he owes a lot of those police departments, and maybe that's why he gets this lousy Secret Service protection. Maybe. I would think that they have to do their job anyway, though. Actually, I probably shouldn't have said that out loud, but it makes me kind of wonder. What's sneaking up behind him this week is, well, maybe more drug use, maybe information, evidence about foreign collusion. And he's being watched on one level by Jack Smith and Alex Whiting and their team. And with that, he's feeling very helpless. I think he knows he's being watched. Well, maybe he doesn't. He should. Then again, he's not very bright. He's just transactional, and he has the consciousness of a lizard or some other kind of stupid reptile. I mean, you can see it in the way he jerks his head around, and it's just all very, he's got this like one-track brain. And it connects just from his nether regions. So, okay. Reading the Four Corners, change is coming to his real estate holdings, his ability to hold on to his properties. And when it comes to having new properties in other countries, I think he's obsessing about that, but it's not really going to work out well. And he's really worried that what if I don't get in the White House again? Am I going to get sent away? Or can I get away? Can I get to some kind of freedom? I mean, the true meaning of the Distant Horizons card is it's Hope Greatwater is actually the real name of it. The Tira Marchetti changed a bunch of names, but it's okay. Anyway, it has to do with longings. And because it's hanging above or in the diagonal of the Thoughts card, he has some strategy maybe to try to get away when the trials begin. And I think that this is Ivanka maybe trying to amass money to help the situation behind the scenes. I think she might be trying to help him. This could also just be his sick mind thinking of, thinking of younger women all the time. I think that's probably more true than ever. And all he thinks about is money. All he cares about is money, because he thinks that, he equates that with his power. But as far as health goes, for legal issues, it's terrible, because we have both of the legal cards here, and I'll speak to that in a moment. But for health issues, it's major health problems due to his addictions, due to his lifelong addiction with Adderall, that has wreaked havoc on his bowels and his stomach and his ability to control his lymphatics, or, the only way we have control over our lymphatic system is to keep it clear. And you do that with diet and drinking enough water and watching inflammation and, keeping sugars out so that the inflammation doesn't rise, and then drinking enough water to stay hydrated and keep things clear. And then the other part of it you do is on the emotional levels, you do your emotional process work, and you clear out that way. That clears out your entire, all the connections that have to do with your, oh my God, I'm not thinking of the word. I'm kind of in legal brain here with a little bit of this, but oh my God, why can't I remember the name of, it's like my brain is gone. I'm trying to think of the word for our, what holds our emotional, the integrity of our emotional body that it sometimes gets locked up in it's like our connective tissue. What's the name of that system that controls the connective tissue in our bodies? But it's also very much related to the lymphatic system. But anyway, we want to keep that clear in order to stay healthy, but it also helps us to be, when we clear it out, it helps us to be more psychic and intuitive. And he doesn't have any of that going on. All he has is his strategies and his thoughts, but his thoughts are freaking crazy. The concern card is our card for crisis. Being in a severe crisis and a state of torment, it's our OCD card. You just keep circling. And then this one, the despair card, which these two cards, that's what I get for him all the time. I might as well just leave it here for a minute. This has to do with self-sabotage. This has to do with both of these cards are very depressive. This one's like the Nine of Swords, but the nightmares just don't go away. And I usually get either one or both of these for him every week. So yeah. Okay, now, yes, maybe Ivanka, maybe he's just wishing younger ladies will come visit him. He's always has the strategy for grifting, and he's constantly distracted in his own thought processes that just, maybe that's why he froze on stage and just was dancing around for 39 minutes in his little weird, maybe he's going to do it again. Oh my goodness. But on another level, so for health, it's mental issues, okay? Mental issues and drug addiction that is catching up with him, or have been for a long time. I can't say this is new to this week, because this is always like this. On the legal levels, I could say this has to do with Judge Tanya Chutkan. And I don't know how much we're going to actually see, but she told him, basically told him, stick it. She didn't take any time to deny him his request for holding off on releasing the appendix until he wanted until the 14th. She's like, no, it's coming out right away. But we have to wait and see. And maybe even by the time I get this uploaded, we'll already see a lot of it out there. But, I mean, it's as far as, hold on, as far as wondering, like, you know, anybody can download this. You can find this list of people. You know, these are all the people that Jack Smith has interviewed. You know, all these are all persons, and then we have co-conspirators back here. So we have 77 people, and then 6 co-conspirators. All right. Okay. It's a lot. It's a lot. And there'll be an appendix to that. I don't know how much will be redacted or whatever, but Lisa Rubin was saying on the news this morning that she's looking forward to flipping through all 1,600 pages today. So I think we can expect that by the end of next week, all that evidence will be out, released, free to the public. And then he's going to be like, oh, fudge. Yeah. Because he's well beyond the firk around and find out phase. You know, he just doubles down into his own self-created little prison of his mind. So, okay. Jack Smith is watching him, surveilling him. There's always new information to come out. There are always new complaints that come out about him. And all he has control over is to lie about it, cheat about, you know, try to grift off of it, and go golf, you know. Grift and golf, that's him. Meanwhile, Jack Smith is down here about to come full circle and reveal, now I don't know that it's going to happen this week, but reveal the high level of integrity that he has, especially in assessing the truth as to Trump International, and he may come through with some money laundering issues. You know, when it comes to money laundering cards, here's one. The other one hasn't come through for this week, but, you know, we've got enough there. And we know that at some point it'll be espionage charges. You know, I'm still waiting for Aileen Cannon to be removed. I did get a long time ago that she would be eventually removed, but that probably won't happen until after the election. So, anyway, we're kind of in a holding pattern there, waiting on the election. But Jack Smith, I think, is just working his fingers to the bone. I think he's working his brains to the max, working hard like he's got nothing left, you know, to lose. Like this, I think this is a huge, huge, huge case for him. And he does have good strategy. Yeah, because I'm reading on another layer here now because I'm focusing in on Jack Smith. So he has a wealth of strategy and support with his team. And he has so this could be a discovery, a wealth of discovery that he's bringing forward he and his team are bringing forward. And this is a trial. Jack Smith knows that he has a trial coming for Trump. Maybe, well, at least 2 trials, right? Yeah. And there might be some new, because this younger person here falls under the line here of the evidence. This would be evidence. And it knights, the evidence card knights to the courthouse. So trial, like evidentiary hearing, possibly. This won't happen this week, but this is what really has Trump down, really has him worried. Okay. Even though this week he seems to be in control, but it's all an illusion. And he really does want to get away. We don't have an airplane card in this deck, but if we did, this is it. This is long-term travel. This is short-term travel. This is short-term, travel to his rallies. Jack Smith has his eye on bringing something full circle. And Trump has no control over that. This week he does, and until the end of the election he does. But then all hell's going to break loose after that. And that's why we have the poverty card knighting to Jack Smith's card, because he feels like, there's just nothing I can do. I have to just hold. He's not really making a lot of headway this week that we know about. But behind the scenes, he's got a wealth of evidence, and all of this it's going to serve us in the future. We won't see it this week, of course, or even next week. I don't think. I could be wrong, but I doubt it, because I see a strategy like a holding pattern here and a holding pattern here and something new coming in here and a holding pattern here with the cards at night to him. And then with him being involved in this, center 9-box spread, it's like he really does want to bring it forward, but he can't. He's having to think about it. He's going back and forth with other people. This is his team. And they are discovering new things about Trump's grifting, but he can't distract the election by bringing anything out much. So, yeah. I'm surprised I don't have Tanya Chutkan's card come through here. I thought she did come through last week, though. She's the elder wise lady. So, yeah. But I really was focusing in on Trump's health and legal issue, and we got it. I mean, this is it. He's a child who wants to be in control of all the rules. He's the child that wants to be the dictator and have all the rules and regulations over the land, but he's not getting that. If I had the gift card come through here, I would say, well, I wonder if something would come through about a pregnancy from a long time ago, but it didn't come through. And honestly, who friggin' cares? I could care less about who he has impregnated or whatever. I just want to see him locked up. Okay. I want to say so much more, but I just don't dare. You guys can read my mind, though. I know you can. Okay, I'm going to get this uploaded. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Thank you.